the biblical mandate to do unto others and love thy neighbor be logically applied if the story of evolution is true and God is just a myth? If certain people groups are more advanced than others and God's moral law need not apply?
Remember, in the Bible, the Jews are the chosen people. So, certain people are inferior.
Social Darwinism.
Oh no, it's
Oh,
been written into the Bible.
It's God's social Darwinism.
And it's social Godism.
Divine Darwinism. Divine Darwinism from the beginning.
But what he's complaining about is baked into the Bible.
Yeah. It's amazing because it's like the Jews are being mistreated. Okay, so what we're gonna they're killing babies and it's terrible. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get the Jews to come and get free, and then throw the Egyptian babies over the cliffs. It's like brilliant. Tribalism.
Under what logical premise can evolutionists argue for or against morality?
I just want to say, evolutionists, it just does all the
really
work.
annoying, isn't it?
Does all the work. Okay, so what was his question? His question is,
how can evolutionists have a moral system, in essence?
so he's just going, I don't understand how it works. I
Easy.
haven't put any time to figure out how my one is anything other than divine command theory. Done.
It's really easy, mate. It's social species don't survive if they don't care for one another.
Yeah, that's one angle. Yep, that's it. Done. This is the one that I find resonates a bit more with theists. It is the dilemma, right? So the dilemma is, if God commands something, and the only reason that it's good is because he commands it, well, it's divine command theory, and so there's nothing to it, right? It's just straight up a command. There's not morality there. It's just, did you do what the dictator did? So you've got God. If he just commands it, that's it, done. A lot of theists recognise that's not morality, that's might makes right. So, what if the reason why something is good is because God commands it? Well, in which case, you actually do have the morality here, but notice that it's independent of God. It's something that's baked in, not by God. Because if God made it up... You just said
if God commands it, what you're actually meaning is, does morality exist beyond God? Is what God commands good because it's good?
Euthyphro dilemma, right?
Yes.
There you go. So it's just like, if God commands it and that's it, well, it's not morality. But if God commands it because it is good, then obviously there's something that exists outside of it, yeah. So you can do that angle as well. But the social species one does it for me. The problem is that people just look at it and they go, I don't like that emotionally. It just doesn't tickle my intuitions. Yeah, your intuitions are meant to make you think. Evolution has wired you to make you think that your intuitions, which are completely at odds with someone who lives over the water.
Well, yeah, the funny thing is it does a lot for me. Because what you can actually say to that is, the reason I care about people is because that has been ingrained in me from millions of years of animals that were caring for each other.
Yeah, so
the reason I exist is a result of millions of years of love and sex.
pretty much.
If thou shalt not kill applies to humans, the question now becomes, how human?
Right, and just to stop there, no one that believes in the Bible believes in thou shalt not kill.
No, they don't.
Because you will have self-defense. You will have, well, let's just think of, again, every genocide that the Bible commands.
Yep. They're
So
perfectly
thou shalt not
most
kill
people that want to bring back the death penalty
are Christians.
are Christians.
Yeah.
In the West.
So what it is thou shalt not kill, unless it's for vengeance, defense, or because God said so.
Yeah. Or so basically, that
There's
is,
a lot of
thou shalt not kill.
Well,
unless you have a reason. What the fucking use is that?
Is that not relative to the situation?
Yes, it is. It's subjective and relative. Whereas if you go with thou shalt not murder, well, it's just a tautology.
Yeah.
It's like thou shalt not illegally do what is illegal.
Yes.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Well done. Oh, smart stuff.
And if we're simply evolved animals, how does morality apply at all?
It's just ignorance. It's just... but the thing is, his audience...
He's heard the answer to that hundreds of times.
He has. His audience basically they treat young Christians like mushrooms. They keep them in the dark and feed them shit. So they can't answer these questions and they have no idea of how to deal with it. Consequently, they essentially have the mindset of someone that's in the 17th century, which is fair enough. You're going to look at this and go, yeah, maybe you've got a point. Because that's the power of information. That's the power of having access to, the last 200 years.
You've got to seriously build up some walls against information coming in to continue repeating this shit time after time after time, after being argued against time after time after time.
This is what they do, though. I mean, like, this is why you get an escalation of these conservative parents going, I don't trust the woke schools.
Yeah,
I'm going to bring them out and teach them myself, which is like, great. You're going to severely fuck up your kid. Like, well done.